Hey guys, we're going to try something new today. We're going to do our Tai Chi warm up, and then we're going to do the Yang form up to the false ending. But I got some cool, not really new techniques. We've done them before, but maybe it's been a while since we've done them. Thanks for being here, by the way. Let's get started. So we're going to start off like we always do. Legs out to the side, hands here, and remember our shoulder circles. So we're bending our knees along with our shoulders. So we're rolling back. Remember that circle motion. Think of a pencil tied to the shoulders. So you want to draw a circle with that rotation back. I'm so glad to see all of you today, even though I'm looking at you virtually. Now let's go this way. Roll forward. Now, I love doing Tai Chi outside, so I'm glad you guys are joining me in a sense. Circling forward. Good, you know what's next. Let's roll back, turn. Drop one shoulder, other shoulder comes up, turn the waist. Now let's reverse it. This is where you lift it up behind you, of course. Bring it up to the ear, take it down, and roll. So this week, just through training and everything, had a lot of sore muscles in my shoulders and in my neck. This is one of the exercises that I did, and I do quite frequently, to really help alleviate some of that tension and stress in the neck muscles. So I practice what we do myself, guys. So it works. Now our favorite, let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. Remember, this helps us become very mindful of tension. Feel that tension in the shoulders? Drop it. So we lift, breathe in, and drop. Then lift. And drop. Let's lift the heels, okay? Come up on the toes along with the shoulders and drop. So now we're helping that bone density and of course the muscles in the quads and the glutes. So we lift and then one more. Now let's make a fist. If you remember, put it here, here, circle around, making the circle. Always tell everybody, think of a red ball, kind of have a visual. Small red ball and the rim of a large silver bowl, and it's just going to circle around that rim of that bowl. Think about your belly button being that ball. So you're going to circle, make a full circle. So you, because sometimes people will turn with their shoulders and it looks kind of like this with their shoulders. Focus more on the waist turning. That helps, of course, the hip joints and the lower back. And I tell you guys all the time, the happier our hips and our hamstrings are, the healthier our back is going to be. Circle around. Now reverse it. And by having my arms back here, it helps stretch out the shoulders and along the chest muscles as well. So we're circling around. I generally do 8 circles one way, 8 circles the other way. Good, let's continue that circle into the knee. I'm gonna lift my right knee and I'm gonna circle it to the inside. Let my hands relax. Focusing just on the knee joint, I'm gonna circle outward. Now step over. Bring up the left leg, bring it back and forth. Of course, you guys can do the opposite, so we look the same. You might could do your right here, and we're matching. Circle. circle out. Let's go to the ankle. Lift that right foot. I want to lift it off the floor for balance sake. Pull it back and forth a few times and then circle it out. And then circle it in. Let's change. Remember, what we do one side, got to do the other. Pull back and forth. Those of you watching on our YouTube channel, maybe for the first time, there's some modifications you can do. You can touch your heel to the floor and touch your toe, kind of build up to your balance practice, but then eventually you'll be able to get to where you can get it off the floor and you just pull it back and forth, be able to rotate it out, rotate it in. Of course, you can always hold on to the wall, hold on to a chair to keep yourself up. Now let's bring our feet together. This is where we go with the knees and the strength. You bring them right above the toes, right above, strengthens the quads here. You push them back, stretches the hamstrings, lower back muscles in the glutes, and you just go back and forth. Do this several times. Slowly, you don't want to pop your knees back, just do it gently and slowly. Now let's circle. Draw a circle. Keep it right in line with the ankles, then you'll be safe. You don't want to go outside that line. Now reverse it, going the other way. Then our favorite, eagle grabs his prey. We're going to drop down, extend those arms out in front of you, curl the fingers tightly, eagle claw. From here, we're going to hold it for about 30 minutes. Just kidding. You're going to stretch your fingers, reach down slowly for the toes. This is where we get a good stretch. Now you're going to drop the hips again and roll out. Now let's talk about some modifications. If you can't touch your toe, touch the knee, touch the shin, okay, or the ankle. The idea is just to move, keep yourself moving. Let's go here again. Curl, open, and reach. Now if you're a little more confident, touch the floor. Now the last one, we're going to drop out. This is where we use the legs, pushing up. Remember to breathe. We've been down there a while. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let the hands fall. Good. Just kind of circle back a little bit. Let's step over to the side. Let's go with our waist lazy bear. Just the turn. I love this one. Of course, we do this before a workout, after a workout, just to get the blood flowing. In Chinese medicine, there's a lot of information out there. Well, I mean, even in Western medicine too, just the waist twisting of the benefits you get from that internal. Now let's do the legs, up and wrap, up and wrap. So notice, one hand up high, one hand low. So I sink, hit. A little bit of Qigong, which if you're new to this type of exercise, I combine a lot of Qigong with the Tai Chi in our warm-up. Great, now we're going to keep this motion and you're going to go on the heel. So we're going to turn. So now we're learning to maintain our balance as you change directions. Now we're going to move forward. The knee goes right above the toe. Shift back, turn. Now back to the middle. Coming back here, rise and fall, up, inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. And now let's do our hand, forearm, back, legs strengthen. Remember this one? So I'm coming up on my toes, doing a bounce, bouncing as I land on my heels. Working the shoulders, chest muscles, back muscles, arms, legs. Now, to add intensity to it, you can open those fingers wide behind you, make a tight fist. Squeeze, open as you bounce. Of course, this elevates the cardio too. So you're really gonna get that heart pumping. Now let's move to the side like this. Turn. I'm turning the waist. Think of those of you that are golfers, think of a golf swing. Okay, turning the hip. Good, now we settle back in the middle. Okay, let's do rise and fall a few times, then we're gonna move into some of the different ones. So rise and fall, about hip width apart. You let that hand float up. Let the hand float down, exhale. So you're coordinating the movement with the breath on this one. And remember, the challenge in Tai Chi is slower. Slower the better. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to shift to your left leg. You're going to pick your right knee up, and notice my fingers. My right hand is high, my left hand is low, but both fingers point up. I'm going to step over and down. I shift and come up here. So warrior lifts the knee. Turn, up. So here's my inhale. Exhale. Now, those of you that have been training with me for a while, you know what's coming up. The kick. Turn, you come up. Now I'm pointing my hands with the toes, or fingers with the toes. Up. Circle. A lot of leg strength involved. And of course, it's much slower, or more of a challenge going slower. One more. Up. Good. Now we're going to turn the clouds, but I'm going to be a little deeper in each stance. Here's my inhale. Exhale. Now from this, we're going to transition. It's a little bit like needle at the bottom of the sea and snake creeps forward. Watch. The hand scoops. You're going to sink and then bring it over. So I bring it all the way over. Scoop. Now let's go ahead and put our left hand here beside us. And you come all the way. So it's a little deeper, if you notice, a little deeper in the stances than normal. I'm going over, circle, and up. Moving to the left, go in front of the left knee, hook over to the right knee, come up and across. Hook, over and across. Good workout here. Now, of course, there's modifications. If you can't go that low, stay high. You can still kind of bend in, you can still get the benefit, still working the shoulders. Okay, but if you've got the flexibility and the strength, take advantage of that. Now let's go to the other side, right? So you're coming across, left, over to the right, scoop, and up. So here's my inhale, exhale. Inhale. Strength, flexibility, hand and eye coordination. Good. From here, since we're already in a wide stance, let's do our favorite, gathering chi. So this is more about the legs than it is the back. Let me turn this way. You don't want to lean forward. You want to keep your back as straight as you can to allow good posture. When I go here, it's not good for the shoulders, not good for the back. What I want to do, back straight as possible. So you're working your legs. Spiral the hands up, down. So think of gathering, like you're gathering your air, gathering chi. Up, and down. Up, so our friend Larry, who was a Tai Chi student of mine for many, many years, shared with the class that his physician told him if he did 10 leg squats a day, that he would stay strong, flexible, and help alleviate some of the joint pains. So, ever since he shared that with us, it's kind of a joke in Tai Chi class that I tell everybody we got to do 10 a day of our gathering chi. Strengthening those legs, coming up, down. It's quite a workout. Going slow. And now our favorite, to come up, holding the sun. This is where we sink down, working the legs, shoulders, and back. You're looking through the opening of the hands, okay? Don't lean back like this. You're just looking through. Again, a side posture, okay? You don't want to be here. Good structure, looking through the arms. As you do that, you're focusing on the breath, okay? This is where it gets strong. You got to get strong. Now let's push up. Sometimes I've been known to fall asleep doing that, so keep focused here. So you walk in. Now, pretty good leg workout. Let's give the legs a little bit of a break. I want you to walk, stand on that left leg, swing that right leg, wiggle the toes inside the shoes, counterbalance with the arms. So obviously I'm outside, pretty warm out here, so it's a good workout. Get a good little bit of sweat too. And who said you're not supposed to sweat when you do Tai Chi? Now step over, left leg. Good. Now we're going to step over to the side. Let's go back with your right foot. We're in the hill climbing stance. Okay. Here, we're going to push, roll back. Here's the inhale. Exhale, forward. Notice circular motion with the hands. See, it comes up. Here's the inhale. Exhale. Up. Now I promise to do something a little different with this. You're going to come up. All right, and this time, kick. Let's incorporate the kick. So you roll back, push, roll all the way to the left leg, right leg up, point the toe, kick out. Of course, this is a little advanced, so you can leave the kick part out if you want. Kick. One more. Kick. Now the transition, like you're gathering chi, press forward. So we're going to roll back. Remember the big circle. Press forward. Back. One more, and then we add the kicks. Okay, here we go. We're coming up. Now, let's make the transition, okay? You're going to step over, step back with the left foot. Now we're going to kick with that left leg. Here we go. Roll. Kick. In. Kick. Now in class, you know guys, sometimes we do quite a few of these. I challenge you. So we're just doing 4. If you want to do more, of course I want you to do that. Kick. Step over. Good. You're going to read the scroll, right side. Push forward. Transition. Circle. Press forward. Now, reading the scroll is like this. I'm holding a scroll. My right hand's going to slip under the left. I transition over and I push. Transition. Push. Woo, good breeze coming on. Turn. Now let's come back to the middle. Bring it in. Rise and fall. Always like to come back to this one, kind of as a start and a stop. Breathe in. Good, let's do one more. Up. Now I'm going to move to my right. Bring my left leg in a little bit. Let the hands float here. Now just take you a deep breath. Don't you feel terrific? I love that. So now your body's full of chi, you're full of energy. Now we're going to do the yang form just up into the false ending. We've done it many times. Okay, you ready? I'm going to turn so you can follow me from the back, and then we'll explain it a little bit from the front. Okay, here we go. Gathering that ball. Here we go with the ward off left. Here's the ward off right. And then of course this is the roll back. So notice there's a gap here. I turn. Here's the push. Now skimming the water, the hands are just kind of resting here. Come around. Single whip. Take all the weight into the left. Right hand, right leg out. Drop. Strike with knee. Press with the shoulder. Crane spreads wings, I turn. Slide. Lift hands, turn. Now you're going to roll back, open that foot, step through. Brush knee. Here's the punch. Now I'm manipulating my feet a little bit just for space. And then you're going to turn, and then here it is. Circle back. Now when we do the brush knee and the lifting of the hands, notice a single whip. Here, it comes in, it's a circle within a circle. Comes back out, back out. All the weight goes to that left leg so that you can lift, take it here, my hands settle with my heel, kind of a timing thing. Then the hand drops, here comes the right knee up, I push into that shoulder, then it comes off. That's that crane stance, a lot of strength in the right leg. So see guys, you did it. You did it. We got a good workout, got a good Qigong workout. We're able to do the form, so that's your homework, is do the Yang form up to the false ending by yourself. I'm so appreciative to all of you. So many of you have been my students for a very, very long time, and Lori and I both love you guys. We're so appreciative to all of you being students and continuing to train with us, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you guys.